They laughed at your vision. They ignored your value. They looked at you and saw nothing special. Good. Let them. Because people who cannot recognize your potential do not deserve access to your future. A diamond buried beneath the ground looks like a useless rock to an untrained eye. Its value does not disappear because nobody recognizes it, and neither does yours. You were never required to be understood by everyone. You were required to become undeniable. That is the difference. Stop asking why they rejected you. Start asking what you are going to build without them. Because rejection is not a verdict, it is information. It tells you who was never meant to walk with you. It tells you who only respected you when you were useful to them. It tells you who needed you to remain small so they could feel big. And sometimes rejection is the exact force that pushes you toward your real potential. They rejected the version of you they could see. They had no idea what you were becoming. So stop allowing their limited perception to become your identity. You know what you are capable of. Now prove it. Not with arguments, not with explanations, not with revenge. With results. Silence is your first weapon. Discipline is your second. Execution is your final answer. You do not need to announce your transformation. You do not need to tell everybody what you are planning. You do not need to convince people that you are going to succeed. Build quietly. Work relentlessly. Let the results make the introduction. Because the strongest response to disrespect is not anger. It is elevation. They expect you to become bitter, become better. They expect you to complain, become disciplined. They expect you to chase their approval, disappear from the need for it. The moment you stop needing validation is the moment they lose control over you. Think about how many people destroy their own potential because they are terrified of being judged. They silence their ambition. They hide their intelligence. They lower their standards. They make themselves smaller. All because somebody else might feel uncomfortable watching them grow. Do not make that mistake. You were not born to make insecure people comfortable. You were not given a vision so you could apologize for having it. You were not given ambition so you could bury it. You were not given another day so you could spend it begging people to believe in you. Believe in yourself, then work. That is enough. Some people will reject you because your ambition exposes their lack of courage. Your discipline reminds them of their excuses. Your confidence exposes their insecurity. Your progress forces them to confront everything they refuse to become. And instead of improving themselves, they will try to reduce you. They will call you arrogant. They will call you obsessed. They will tell you that you are doing too much. They will tell you to be realistic. Listen carefully. Sometimes be realistic is just another way of saying do not become something that makes me question my own limitations. Do not accept that limitation. You do not need permission to think bigger. You do not need permission to work harder. You do not need permission to change your life. And you certainly do not need permission from people who have already demonstrated that they cannot see your value. There will be seasons when you feel alone. Accept it. There will be nights when nobody checks on you. Keep going. There will be days when your efforts produce no visible results. Keep building. There will be moments when you question whether any of it is worth it. That is exactly when your discipline must take over. Because motivation is unreliable. Feelings change, people change, circumstances change. Discipline does not ask how you feel. Discipline asks what needs to be done, and then it gets it done. That is how powerful people are built. Not through applause, through repetition, not through comfort, through pressure, not through constant support, through commitment. Greatness often begins in isolation. Before the world sees the result, there is usually a long period where nobody understands what you are doing. That is the lonely part. Nobody sees the early mornings. Nobody sees the late nights. Nobody sees the sacrifices. Nobody sees the moments when you wanted to quit and chose not to. They only see the final product. Then they call you lucky. Let them. They were not there. They did not see the price. They did not witness the failures. They did not experience the rejection. They did not carry the doubt. They did not feel the pressure. You did. And that pressure changed you. Pressure does not always come to destroy you. Sometimes pressure comes to reveal you. It exposes weaknesses. It forces adaptation. It teaches patience. It builds emotional control. It creates resilience. The person you become under pressure is often far stronger than the person you were in comfort. Think about everything you survived. The betrayal, the disappointment, the failure, the rejection, the doors that closed, the people who walked away, the moments when you thought you had nothing left. You survived them. You are still here. That means something. You are not standing at the beginning anymore. You are standing on top of everything you survived. Every difficult season taught you something. Every failure left a lesson. Every rejection forced you to look deeper. Every disappointment made you harder to fool. Every lonely night gave you a chance to meet yourself without the noise of the world. Do not waste those lessons. Use them. Turn pain into discipline. Turn disrespect into focus. Turn rejection into hunger. Turn loneliness into self-mastery. Turn pressure into power. But understand this clearly. Do not become obsessed with proving them wrong. That still gives them control. Your mission is bigger than revenge. You are not building yourself just so somebody who rejected you can regret it. You are building yourself because you refuse to waste your potential. That is a completely different mindset. Revenge says, I will succeed, so they suffer. Strength says, I will succeed because I refuse to remain the person they underestimated. One is controlled by anger, the other is controlled by purpose. Choose purpose. Let them think you failed. Let them underestimate you. Let them move on. Let them laugh. You do not need to interrupt their opinion. You need to interrupt your own excuses. That is where the real battle is, not with them, with you, the old you, the distracted you, the undisciplined you, the version of you that kept waiting for the perfect moment. Kill that version through action. Wake up when you said you would do the work you promised yourself you would do. Stop negotiating with your weaknesses. Stop making excuses for habits that are destroying your future. Stop saying tomorrow. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. You have today. Use it. There will always be something trying to pull you away from your purpose. Distractions, opinions, fear, comfort, comparison, temporary pleasure. You have to become ruthless about what you allow into your life. Not cruel. Ruthless. There is a difference. Ruthless means protecting your time, protecting your focus, protecting your standards, protecting your peace. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not every opinion deserves a response. Not every insult deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your energy. Some battles are beneath you. Walk away. Silence is not weakness. Silence is control. A person who cannot control their reaction can be controlled by anyone who knows how to provoke them. Do not give people that power. They insult you. You remain calm. They doubt you. You keep working. They gossip. You keep building. They leave. You keep moving. They celebrate your failure. You learn. They celebrate your success. You remain focused. That is emotional control. And emotional control is power. You do not have to react to everything. You do not have to explain yourself to everyone. You do not have to defend every decision. Your life will eventually explain you. Your results will explain you. Your character will explain you. Your consistency will explain you. Let them speak, you work, let them doubt, you improve, let them underestimate you. You prepare, because the person who is quietly preparing while everyone else is distracted becomes dangerous when the opportunity finally arrives. Your current season may feel slow. That does not mean it is empty. A seed spends a long time underground before anyone sees the tree. Roots are built in darkness. Strength is built before visibility. Preparation comes before recognition. You cannot rush the process. You can only refuse to abandon it. Stop comparing your timeline to somebody else's. You do not know their journey. You do not know their sacrifices. You do not know their advantages. And they do not know yours. Your only competition is the version of yourself that keeps wasting potential. Beat that version. Every day. One decision at a time, one habit at a time, 1 hour at a time, one uncomfortable action at a time. That is how transformation happens. Not overnight, through accumulation. Small actions repeated until they become identity. You train when you do not feel like training. You work when you do not feel inspired. You study when nobody is watching. You improve when nobody is applauding. You keep your promises to yourself. That is how self-respect is created. And once you develop genuine self-respect, you stop begging the world to respect you. You become comfortable walking away from what diminishes you. You become comfortable saying no. You become comfortable standing alone. You become comfortable being misunderstood, and that freedom is priceless, because the person who can stand alone cannot easily be manipulated. You do not need the crowd. You need clarity. You need discipline. You need a mission. And you need the courage to continue when the crowd disappears. Remember this. Eagles do not lower their altitude because smaller birds are uncomfortable with the height. Leaders do not abandon their vision because followers do not understand it. And strong people do not abandon themselves because someone else failed to recognize their value. You have to stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for your standards. Stop hiding your ambition. Stop pretending you want less just because people around you are afraid to want more. If your dream scares you, good. It should demand growth from you. If your goal requires discipline, good. It will force you to become stronger. If your path feels lonely, good. It will teach you whether you are committed or merely entertained by the idea of success, because everyone loves the idea of greatness. Very few people love the process required to earn it. The process is boring. The process is repetitive. The process is uncomfortable. The process rarely receives applause. But the process is where you are built. Anyone can talk about becoming powerful. Few people are willing to wake up every day and do the work. Be one of the few. There will come a day when the people who dismissed you notice the difference. They will see your confidence. They will see your discipline. They will see what you built. They will wonder what happened. They will ask how you changed. They may call it luck. They may call it timing. They may pretend they always believed in you. Do not waste your energy correcting them. You already know the truth. You know what it cost. You know how many times you had to rebuild. You know how many times you had to continue without recognition. You know how many nights you had to believe in a future you could not yet see. That is enough. You do not need their apology. You do not need their approval. You do not need their recognition. You need your next move, then your next one, then your next one. Keep moving, because your future is not created by what people think about you. It is created by what you repeatedly do. Your circumstances do not get the final word. Your past does not get the final word. Their rejection does not get the final word. Your failures do not get the final word. You do, through your actions, through your discipline, through your refusal to quit. And understand something else. Your transformation may require you to leave people behind. Do it without hatred. Not everyone is meant to come with you. Some people belong to an old chapter. Some environments belong to an old version of you. Some habits must die if your future is going to live. Let them go. You cannot carry everything and still climb. Sometimes growth means subtraction, less noise, less drama, less distraction, less validation, less explaining, more focus, more discipline, more execution, more purpose. That is the equation. Your life changes when your priorities change. So if they rejected you, let them. If they underestimated you, let them. If they ignored you, let them. If they laughed at your dream, let them laugh. You are not here to win an argument. You are here to build a life so undeniable that explanations become unnecessary. Do not announce the comeback. Become the comeback. Do not tell them you are changing. Change. Do not tell them you are becoming stronger. Become stronger. Do not tell them you will succeed. Work until success becomes the natural consequence of your discipline. That is how you answer. Coldly, quietly, completely. Your time may not have arrived yet. That is fine. You are still preparing. Your results may not be visible yet. That is fine. You are still building. Nobody may believe in you yet. That is fine. You believe. And if your own belief ever becomes weak, borrow strength from your discipline. Keep moving, keep learning, keep improving, keep building. Because one day you will look back at this version of yourself and realize something. Rejection did not destroy you. It redirected you. The loneliness did not break you. It strengthened you. The pressure did not bury you. It forged you. The disrespect did not define you, it sharpened you. The doubt did not defeat you, it challenged you. And the people who thought they were watching you fall were actually watching you prepare to rise. So stop looking backward. Stop waiting for people to recognize what you already know. Stop chasing validation from people who could not recognize your value. Your mission is forward. Your eyes are forward. Your discipline is forward. Your future is forward. Now move. Move when nobody believes. Move when nobody applauds. Move when the results are slow. Move when the pressure increases. Move when you are tired. Move when fear speaks. Move when doubt gets loud, because the world does not reward potential. It rewards execution. You have potential, now execute. You have a vision, now build it. You have a purpose, now protect it. You have been rejected, now become undeniable. And when they finally look back and wonder how they ever underestimated you, do not turn around, do not explain, do not celebrate their regret. Keep walking, because the greatest revenge is not making your doubters suffer. The greatest revenge is becoming so disciplined, so focused, so powerful, and so committed to your purpose that their opinions become completely irrelevant. They rejected what they could not see. You built what they could not imagine. They judged the beginning. You became the result. They saw the ordinary rock. You became the diamond. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them remember the old version of you. You are no longer that person. You are becoming something they cannot control, something they cannot manipulate, something they cannot destroy, something they cannot ignore forever. You do not need their permission. You do not need their applause. You do not need their belief. You need discipline. You need patience. You need action. And above all, you need the courage to keep going when nobody is watching. Because your silent season is not the end. It is the forge. Your rejection is not your identity. It is fuel. Your loneliness is not your weakness. It is training. Your pressure is not your punishment. It is preparation. And your future is not waiting for their approval. It is waiting for your execution. So build in silence. Rise in silence. Work in silence. Heal in silence. Grow in silence. And when the results finally speak, let them speak without you, because you were never meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to become undeniable. And the moment you stop trying to prove your worth is the moment you become impossible to overlook.